My internet and cable kicked out right as I was in mid-game. I think it was this championship game too, actually. Kind of pissed me off. But I woke up this morning, everything's taken care of, so what the hell. Not much you can do about it. Sometimes shit just happens, you know?
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, you can't hang again, bitch.
Yeah, Coach. Tommy. You alright, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
What's up, man?
You got my back, right? Of course. Always. Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Wait till my whole life.
I'm trying to remember what that fucking actor's name is.
This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. You're the guy who's going to lead this team to victory. Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment.
You bet.
Get after it, son.
I'm gonna whoop some ass cheeks right now.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Longhorn quarterback. They trail at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive.
What are you talking about? He was just on the field.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since.
Julian Thomas, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close.
No first down for you.
And that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find
themselves in a position. Looks like he was face masking me.
On this drive, where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Hey, Blowhole. What's up, man?
They run again on 1st down.
Get the fuck off me.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
No, I just got put in. They're winning right now. Fuck, I keep missing that tiny little flag.
Now, folks, we are getting confirmation.
I was supposed to be benched for this game, but the other quarterback
not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this
you'll hear it in a second.
Not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long. And now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, a national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the fingers of his teammates.
Why did he go down? He wasn't even touched.
Gain of 27.
That's good.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defense.
And he is in. Touchdown.
I was going to pick up, I seen UFC 4 for like $40, but this was $20, so I was like, fuck that, I'll just get this game. It's $20. Brand new football game? Hell yeah.
Put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't
Which UFC are you playing?
This game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback, but this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I, sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result.
We'll get Tanya and Mama of 3, and we're going to have like 4 people. Find one more person, then we can have 5 people, and everyone just take turns doing killers.
Last time, it has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath,
Tanya and Mary,
relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
It's Young off play action.
Oh, bitch.
And he cannot get away, and Young will.
But it might not be Mary. It might be, what's her name? Shania. So that's why I said Mama of 3.
Without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if
you're going to message Draco. I was talking to the other Draco, apparently, and yeah, he's a kid. He's not the same Draco that you were talking about.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
You should tell that other Draco to fucking add me up or something, because, yeah.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown.
Oh, shit. That little motherfucker.
The field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Stewart on first down.
Hit that little shit.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Fucking pussy throws it out of bounds.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Young on third down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Sooners 6.
They're going for it? You fucking dumbasses.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it.
No, 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 you
and
fuck.
able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it.
Yeah, you fucking. Oh, yeah. Take your legs out, you little shit.
Confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
9-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Young working out of the gun. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
This is Thomas. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys
Are you
like
fucking kidding me?
Best runs for the top running back. Those
Like, these guys just apparently just went.
And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to
hit him.
This one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
3rd down, Young from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this
You tell him I thought I was playing with him the whole time?
3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A 21-yard attempt.
Oh, yeah, baby.
It's blocked. Now it's scooped. And now nothing but Green ahead of him.
See you the
He's
fuck
at the
later.
50, 30.
You'll get nothing.
Past
I
the
like
20,
it.
10. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That was a
So the
beaut.
problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
That's how you kick the ball.
Right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Nice. Does he let you use his music videos in your streams and shit like that in your videos?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold,
oh, no?
kick. Obviously, the blocking.
You think maybe, well, I don't know how much exposure this guy got, but
get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure.
I thought maybe he would just to get his name out there a little bit more. But like I said, I don't know how much exposure he has, so.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And his throw here's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook.
You could, but that's only if he's mad about it, right? Like, if it's okay with him, then you should be okay. Like, that was my impression. Like, if I went to, like, say, like, I don't know, some, oh, you motherfucker.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield.
Like, remember Cousin Jeff or whatever, when he had his band? If I went and talked with them and asked them to use their music on my streams and shit like that, as long as they say yeah, then it's okay, but...
And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that.
But as soon as, yeah, like big name people, they're not going to say yeah. Like, they'll be like, no, we want our money.
On other throws.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Young.
Oh my God, you guys suck. Get out of the way. Oh, shit.
Across his body. Picked off around the 37.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Fighting through.
Oh, did you see that shit? Just
tackled there.
Broke those guys' ankles.
First down to start the drive, 12 yards.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Oh.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Oh, my God.
And he will take this in for a long
That's cool.
touchdown.
I got to get one in shit, too.
21 yards away. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And his kick is right through.
Is the score. Longhorns 31, Sooners 6.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off.
Man, that thing went high as shit.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They have 35 seconds. Can they score a whole bunch of points? I'm going to try to intercept it one more time.
Offense ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
Run.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking again for Thomas. This time
he didn't even get a first down. Oh, he did too.
The offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
25 ticks remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 38.
Get out of my way.
From the
Come
shotgun,
on.
it's Young.
Oh my God.
Time tonight, he's intercepted.
See ya.
Picked off at the 45.
Come on, fat boy.
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was fucking awesome.
Defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Sooners 6.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off.
He's going to take a knee.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
Oh my God.
Fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense.
These poor fuckers, they're just getting dominated.
Out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Well, I got 7 more seconds, and I pick it off one more time.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. Because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
Come on, you got 2 seconds.
This is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
You can score 39 points.
One last shot for Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
45-6
on this football game. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions.
That's right. I'm a motherfucking champion. Big boys dancing away.
And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
It's a weird looking fucking trophy, just a cone.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these 2 kids had.
What bond?
Strong.
That guy's a dink.
And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with them, and I believe.
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished.
It sounds like something I would do, just push through. Fuck you, lady.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys in their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stay behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Oh, so touching.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up.
Very nice, buddy.
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
No.
Anything?
I've been making you fucking promises since high school, bitch.
Next year, we'll make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
Did she say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Fuck you, man.
Right now. Yeah.
Punch him in the mouth. Fuck that guy.
Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just suspecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
Oh, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you.
Everybody wants to talk to me. What?
Yeah.
What's up?
Sure, talk away.
I better be fucking first string quarterback, bitch.
There was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's,
Something good, I hope.
well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and
I remember
fall
saying
you
that.
into the deepest valley.
Bullshit. That wasn't
It really
me.
got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Boys, I'm a fucking man.
Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter.
That better be me.
Tommy's gonna be our starter.
What?
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game?
The
Is Tommy
fuck is
even going to be
wrong
able
with
to
you?
play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just
I think this coach is on
don't
drugs.
understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision.
Yeah, you're fucking retarded.
I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
What?
Oh,
Where the fuck do you see this, old
what does
man?
this mean for me?
Yeah, he's a big name actor. I can't remember his fucking name.
You are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two
Snoop
choices.
Dogg was in my last video. He came up and
You can
talked
enter
with
the
me. It was pretty
draft.
cool.
Based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round.
The
But
fuck?
realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
What the hell is this guy on?
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
You're I bet you your son fucking hates you.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Talent is a true gift.
Go to the NFL.
And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your heartbreak kids thing going back again.
Fuck off.
Heartbreak kids. I
Skipping
appreciate
senior
the faith,
year,
Coach,
bitch.
But if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
What an asshole.
Well,
You're making me
anything you
leave
need,
college
just call.
first?
And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
Bullshit. Don't shake his hand. I just got you another goddamn ring for your collection, and you're fucking picking a retard over me.
I'm not
Dude's
sure what's more
heart's
strange,
gonna
that
blow up, and you're gonna
interaction
pick
or
him?
The general cleanliness of
Fuck
this
you,
apartment.
Tommy. Get the hell out of my goddamn apartment. Hope you like college, because I'm going to the NFL now, you fucking ass.
So, the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week
I'm
felt
ready.
for me.
Pick favorite team. Let fucking fate decide. Oh, come on, be a good team.
I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up?
And my lips look all weird.
No. This cannot be happening.
What are you looking for? That was a pathetic jump.
Oh, man, okay. Think. What's the last place you looked at him?
What are we
You know
looking
where you
for?
last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are.
Jackass.
Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're
What are you
Rich
making?
Eisen, big fan.
I have no idea who that guy is.
I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on.
If that guy calls
I
me
thought it was
anything
pretty good.
or makes fun of me, I'm gonna go up to that booth and stick my fucking
Maybe
fist
not your
down his throat.
best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on?
What the? Why is this guy wearing cleats? You're a broadcaster.
What's the verdict?
Oh, those are nice. Why was he wearing those?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp.
Yeah, what's with the squishy?
They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Gross.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe
I don't know
you'll
who
fare
that is
better than
either.
I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right. Well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
No sweat.
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Oh, this sound disgusting. I knew they were sounding like when he put the first one on. I was like, what was that fucking noise?
Go get him, champ.
And then he put the second one on, and he instantly said like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." Fucking
Thanks
gross.
again, man.
Like, who sweats like that?
Yep, I feel it.
Yeah, up between your toes. That's gross, man. Nasty. Who's that coming down? Hi, Mom. What are you doing? Cleaning.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man. The 40-yard
What am I
dash.
supposed to do here?
First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids. An intriguing draft prospect, to say the least.
$4.46, baby.
We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, fuck off.
We're almost there, a little more.
I bet you if it would have been a bullet pass, he would have got it.
Coca 19. Check go. You're better than this.
Come on, he was right in there.
No. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Yeah, do your thing, man. It's his fault. He ran off the fucking course. He didn't even run in the box.
60 bison, 60 bison.
Oh, fuck, man.
Ready. Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Push through.
This guy's starting to piss me off here.
Well, today, at
5 for 10.
Select
Fuck.
few guys who may have just
Guy was
cemented
running
their
on a
place as
fucking
one of the
course.
top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft.
Look
Sure,
how
the experts
pretty.
have done
That's so
2.7
pretty.
million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window.
Ballin' ass suit.
And we're back in the 4th round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there.
Yeah, that's me.
This is the offensive coordinator of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Fuck.
How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is it. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick of the draft is going to be.
Oh, it's big
What
old
a
Joker.
phenomenal pick.
With the shittiest
This kid
team in the
has shown
league.
some elite abilities on the field.
Fuck.
He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
I'm gonna bring these fucking losers to a championship. Fuck's sakes, I hate Jacksonville Jaguars. They're so bad. My player card. What's going on?
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings.
This is not good.
This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time.
Edit player? Win preseason debut and make the Hall of Fame. That's my only goddamn objectives here. Like, don't win the Super Bowl or anything like that. Well, there should be a way to upgrade my guy. Oh, music's off. R3.
At your first training camp, who helped you adjust to NFL life?
DJ Clark Jr., baby.
No matter how ready you think you are, nothing really prepares you for the big leagues. So I appreciated having him as a guide. I didn't realize just how much impact it would have over the course of my rookie year, on and off the field.
This guy just doesn't look impressed at all. He's like, is that all you got to say?
We finally get to see at least one of our beloved Heartbreak Kids in action on the field.
Yeah,
Look,
baby, that's going to be
I'm a founding member of the Heartbreaker fan club, going all the way back to their high school days. So, needless to say, I, for one, have been dying to see them step onto an NFL field and show everyone what they can do since we last saw them lighting the world on fire in the college ranks. But as excited as I and the rest of the Heartbreakers are to see them take the field, it's a moment we may all have to wait for until next season.
Yeah, because that bitch stayed in college. What a loser. I wasn't picking a different fucking.
Veteran players were encouraged to mentor
my dude's a quarterback. I'm not gonna go and fucking let this dude take over my position and become like a wide receiver or some shit. Like, no. I used to be a wide receiver, yes, and a quarterback. Stand out. That's right. I don't need to fucking fit in. I'm gonna stand the fuck out, man. Sore goddamn thumb.
I appreciated that he took me under his wing, and our extra reps after practice helped me get dialed in.
That's why he liked me, because I was standing out. I didn't want to fit in and just be another cog in the machine. Nope. I run that machine. Intense team player, leader, and entertainer. I know that. Your dominant personality. Special dialogue choices and rewards. Get gold for legacy, XP, and massive ratings boost. Okay. I guess that's how you upgrade your guy. He's a wrecking ball? Why is there always randoms trying to fucking add me? Who is this now?
Alright, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first and you go second. Does that make sense? Make sure you don't mess this up, alright? Can we please execute?
Gain a first. Okay. In 4 plays. You know I'm streaming, right? You know I don't want to come this way. First down, baby. Right off the hop. Fuck, I cannot get that little bastard. What?
I'm cleaning every...
Okay. What are you doing? Yes, I love you. Now go away. What? No, don't bug me. What do you want? Love you too. Didn't I do this already? Like, oh, thank you, baby. Actually, I'll have that now. Love you too. Gain a fruit. I've been doing this. Like, what do they want from me? Oh, I have to do it one more time. Okay, well, it's pretty fucking easy.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Why was he talking to him? I thought he was supposed to be talking. I got motherfucking gold. Bam! 3 tosses, 3 first downs. Come on now. Is that? Oh no, that's JJ Watt. Yeah, all of these are gonna get fucking, every time I play this game, it's gonna get fucking demonetized. Because of the music. And I'm not gonna fucking, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave it because it's not like I'm getting a strike or anything. And I like this music in here. 10% throw into pressure, sweet. God damn, getting fucking everything going on here. Gain 125 pass/rush yards in your oh, that fuck, I'm gonna blow that out of the water. Do that in the first half. Oh. Well. There's DJ. Get to see my ugly mug on there.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
They didn't even show my guy? What the fuck's going on here? Well, you're not jumping over the line like that on me.
We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
But let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And
why am I using this guy?
Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
How am I going to get this if I'm not even on the fucking field?
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
Oh.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Westbrook now on the return.
That was a beaut.
Westbrook on the return.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20
See, that's not even me.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Hey, who the fuck's
so
this
guy?
guy?
The first drive now for the Jags. They are let out by their quarterback in his 2nd season from Washington State, a former 6th-round pick, and Gardner Minshew. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And a Jaguar.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson.
What the fuck was he doing?
Get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to number 7.
DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Because he's scared.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 32, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard
you're not playing basketball, buddy.
line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette. And last year, he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football, gets stronger as the game goes on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 17, Minshew under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
That wasn't good at all.
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz
come on, dude,
cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he's unable
43-yard field goal.
Falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
43-yard attempt.
Dude.
The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars 10, Panthers nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take
every time. What a pussy!
To get at the 25-yard line. Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again, and he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive...
And his first carry, he loses
Oh my God!
And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover.
Bang! Thank you.
Time to do it.
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes to time.
Maybe you should hold on to the fucking ball, dude.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fortnite. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 out of the 24.
From the 24, Minshew. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket.
There you go, buddy.
When you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down,
not going nowhere.
On you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, a give to Davis. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
No. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't
say, hurry up. I want to get back on the fucking field.
And turn to the side.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Give them 3 on first down. They'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Greer. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Is no good.
That was a shitty attempt. He just booted the fucking thing.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Jacksonville.
And Charles, very interested to get a look and see what we have in this young quarterback drafted back in April.
He's a guy that impressed me. I watched a lot of tape of him in the lead up to the draft. Got a chance to meet him briefly at the Combine. And here are the bullet points of what I have as an evaluation for him. I think he's a leader, got a presence to him. We saw he motivated his team in college. Far from polished on the con side, okay? Decision-making, that needs to improve.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown!
Laviska Shenault, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's still going way the fuck out there.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
I even brought it back power-wise, and that thing still fucking flew.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On first down, it's Greer. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
What the fuck was that about?
If you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And let me guess, I roughing the passer.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We're all dabbing.
This old brain remembers when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Greer over the middle. It's Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Greer. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Fuck.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try to punch it in with Davis.
You fucker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Yes, you can't stop them all.
Taking it in. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. On the return, Walker. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh, that was a beaut.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
54 yards. See, look at that. First half, I told you. 131 to 125. And I only got 1 quarter.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that
beaut.
touchdown.
Look at that.
Pass.
Right into his fucking hands.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Of course it was pretty.
And the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
2 plays. I'm just going to boot the fuck out of it now. They're just going to kneel it anyway.
And Lambo now after the
Good
touchdown.
ball.
He'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Greer throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this
comes
third
the Joker.
quarter. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Allen, but it's going to be 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They run it here with Thompson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Carry.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So they run for the first time with Divine Zigbo. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Connection made with Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
fucking
conversion.
whooping ass. He catches everything I put in his hands.
Pickup of 17. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
run with Armstead, a first down carry.
I was trying to follow that dude, but
only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years?
I'm fucking awesome.
Touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Lambo on for the extra point.
Lambo. Perfect.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped.
Didn't make it anywhere.
21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers offense now, they have on the field for
it wasn't a good idea.
Possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Oh, my God. That guy went nowhere.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back to throw, Greer. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new
Here I come.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, here's Zigbo, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Back to throw now on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
The pass.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Perfect.
Josh Oliver there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Off play action, Greer. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's taken
roughing the
down,
passer.
able to
Let me
slip
guess.
across the 35.
Roughing the passer defense.
You big dummy.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They fake the handoff. Now Greer steps away. He'll run it.
Oh my God. You're so fucking lucky. I was going to rip your head off, dude.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll wind up
Son of a bitch.
all the way down
Come on,
inside
come on.
the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
But Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Yeah, they don't get no respect here. 45
sometimes you win, sometimes
what,
you
14?
lose, and sometimes you wish you never had shown. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
That's right. That's the second time I've done that. But I ran one back for a fucking touchdown, so I'm 1 for 2. Here comes the Joker again. I think the Joker's coming back up.
The botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
It's kind of weird that they put him in for 1 quarter.
On the return, Walker.
Like the other guy.
Down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville at a 1st down.
I'm just going to keep running it.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We're doing all runs here? Come on, coach. You gotta get a 1st down. Keep fucking moving this shit.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Jaguars
Coach don't know shit.
Down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He wanted me to run the ball.
Nice
like
3rd
fucking
down
11 yards. It's like, no, dude.
20 yards.
Well,
throw that ball.
Nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school.
And one more touchdown.
Football.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Attaboy.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Fucking 52-13. These guys are getting whooped.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to... Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, is there enough time to get one more?
At the 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The throw taken in by Cole.
Not enough time.
A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 16-yard line.
Just padding the stats, that's all.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
I gotta go pee. Hey, everybody. 88% completion rate. 6 touchdowns. God damn. Fuck that cord. Ladies cut grass. Hold on. I'm gonna get my beer. See if she wants anything in a bit. We'll grab some beer. Maybe something for her to drink. She'll get some rum. I don't know.
With a good first preseason matchup under my belt, Coach called me into his office. I was hoping for good news.
Oh, of course. More bad news for this poor bastard. I played awesome. Why isn't he talking? This is stupid. You could talk all throughout the beginning of the game and then you just stop when you hit the NFL? Like, what the fuck? I am a seasoned vet. Come on now. I was whooping ass, 88%.
I tried to come to terms with the fact that my view for the rest of the year would be from the sidelines and not the line of scrimmage. But
what the fuck? Again? You had that other dude out there for 1. He did shit. I was out there for 3. I did awesome. And I'm gonna sit on the fucking bench? Yeah, I lost 15 morale. I have to sit on the goddamn bench. I know what morale is, you dumbass. You know what morale is? It's the thing that's in you. You know, it, I don't know the fuck. Really? This is not my first time playing this goddamn kind of game. Ooh, I went up 1 point. Oh, I had 3 skill points. Cool. I gotta upgrade my scrambler. Now we're gonna go strong arm first. Good. That is good. Ratings. Look at my throw power. I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, my morale went down because my coach sucks knob. What? What the fuck is going on here? Why can't I unlock it? Fuck you. So now I get to go sit on the goddamn bench for a while? Oh, I got a new objective. I won my preseason debut by a shit ton. Fill in for the starter and win. Ooh, he's gonna get injured. I'll fucking win. That's not even an issue. I got 2 more skill. What the fuck? And my overall went up. Okay. Guess what I'm going for? Eh? Eh? $69. That's funnies. There we go. Overall 75. My morale's down a little bit, but I just know I'm gonna be in the next game.
My chance to start a regular season game arrived unexpectedly in the middle of week 7. Our starter was
Week 7.
I was the next man up.
Why doesn't he talk now? That's just stupid. Like, really? You guys make fucking millions and millions of dollars making these goddamn games, and you cannot, like, even just fucking put voices in? Like, you guys fucking crapped out.
It took everything I had to calm my nerves.
Why can't they talk?
One thing, but I'd be stepping out under the lights for real this time. Then we huddled up and headed out.
For one game, cool. Get hot, stay hot, cool. That's good to hear. $275 plus passing / rushing yards. Okay. It's a lot of fucking yards. That's right. I'm gonna put on a fucking show. Oh, please tell us we're at home too. That'd be sweet. Dagger plays, okay. Remember that Dagger plays. Shit, we're going against people that are pretty strong. Keenan Allen.
Today.
Fuck, that's a nice
from
dome.
SoFi
Wow.
Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's week 8 of the NFL on EA
Oh, Kaepernick.
Sports.
Great. I want to fucking rock that guy so hard. I honestly don't think he's that great of a QB, to be honest. Like,
It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers.
that's all you got? 88 yards? That's pretty shitty. Let's get this shit done.
Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established.
Here comes the
what
Joker.
You want to get done and full focus on the season.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Dagger play. Man blitz. Okay.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, things
Hey, they can all see our shit, man. Put that away.
A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's all right.
So here we are, Charles, speaking of this rookie quarterback. He's had one training camp and, gosh, I don't know, about a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And he will tell you that he is calm, has everything under control, that the butterflies won't get him. But let's just be honest about it. They have to affect him at least a little bit. Let's see if he can handle it. Now, preseason, I thought he was a little bit up and down. But you mentioned the time he's had with the team, the time watching the starter play. Here's his opportunity, and I would expect the coaching staff to emphasize what he does well in their play calling.
So does that mean you think the playbook shrinks a little bit here?
I think they have to be careful about that because here's the thing. NFL defenses, if you shrink the playbook too much, then it just really strangles your opportunity to try and move the football. You can't be too simplistic. But at the same time, as I mentioned before, they will emphasize what he does best, try and call plays in that genre to help him out. Remember, he didn't know he was going to be a starter until late in the week. So he didn't have much time to prepare. That meant this coaching staff had to go overtime in order to prepare a game plan for him.
And worth remembering, this is likely just a one-week audition, if you will, here, because it doesn't look like a long-term injury. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Right, and that's complete. And
I better be on them.
Down at about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that's right.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016.
Yes,
it's Colin Kaepernick.
How'd you break the lawnmower? How? How? You ripped the fucking thing off?
No, it still works. Just the plastic piece is gone.
What plastic piece?
The handle. But the string is still there.
Okay, pull the string out and just wrap it around a stick or something.
Okay, and can you just show me how to use the whippersnapper?
Yes, I will make you a deal too. Can I go get more beer and I'll make supper?
Can you make supper?
I'll make supper.
Okay.
Okay. I'll come show you that quickly. I'll be right back, peoples. My woman needs to know how to use a whippersnapper.
Well, I just don't want to break it.
You won't break it. It's easy. Plug in, away you go.
I burned myself too.
How? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's the Band-Aid. I thought your finger was like right fucking in. I was like, what the hell did you do?
Well, I burned my finger off.
Get out of there, princess.
Well, the fence moved and then it...
No.
The fence moved and then it got my lawnmower stuck.
Somebody just shit in my pants. Alright. Finish off this game, and then I'm gonna go run to the store, get some beer. Then I'll be back, do a little bit more gaming till 7-ish. And then I'll be off for a bit, and then I'll be back on Twitch tonight with a whole crew of people playing Dead by Daylight. We're about to win the game.
Kaepernick now on first down. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and it's third down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Kaepernick again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Al Woods in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. How do you not hold that goddamn ball?
To the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hold the fucking ball!
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
As a defensive back, you have some
No wonder you guys are fucking losing. The shittiest team in the fucking league because you can't hold the goddamn ball.
You know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes
Stupid fucks, man.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Fuck off me.
There, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. To the 25
what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is the worst fucking team, I tell you. Like, the worst.
But then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
Here's the first carry.
Hit him!
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Oh my fucking Christ, man.
Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of take it a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These two teams all
Come
tied
on,
after
man.
one.
7-7.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown,
That's right.
Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice. And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7.
So glad I'm not with my team, the Titans. 1-6. Jesus, fuck.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Eckler. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Kaepernick. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is covering.
He'll be taken
God damn.
down, but not before he works
Come on.
it past the 50.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20.
Would you break now?
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes
Smack the fucking thing.
But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now
I'll be right there.
recognized with the ability to run the football.
Grab the catch.
You've got to be able to throw it
I'm almost done this game.
Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
There's no way he caught that. I was stripping the ball from him.
No dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little
Why did he hesitate?
Badgley's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule.
What was that about?
Guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Okay. Thank you. Vodka sometimes does. Huh?
And this will be caught.
Sure it does.
They work this well upfield across the 45.
It
Better
lasts
than a
me
30-yard gain
almost
as
2
we
days.
wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Able to hit on a big play right there in
Well,
the
it's 'cause I
2-minute
was
drill.
playing
Now
game
they've
and
got
I
a
was
chance to use
drinking
all
like
the
a
remaining
fish.
clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Well, who said that? I know. Well, I've been calming down now, too.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I know.
He'll look to throw.
I'll come down again. Stiff arm.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st down, Jaguars.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
Oh, I forgot about that.
To check in with Jonathan Coachman.
Nobody cares about Jonathan Coachman. Like, not at all.
Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick.
Fuck you, Kaepernick. I told you I was going to sack you this game.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled
Fucking
so far.
lay the hell down.
They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long
to the
situations.
ground.
They just took another sack
Mother.
right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left.
You're fucking lucky, man.
Before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
35 yards that time on the punt.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's right.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
At the 8-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the 1st half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Jaguars are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give Fournette another credit.
Come on.
Much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted.
Everybody's pretty
which means
quiet.
They couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
what the fuck?
NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite
holding.
surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Kaepernick going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pressure on a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More
It's
pressure
not a
coming
blitz.
at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They're going to throw that fucking ball.
Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, Kaepernick. And he hits him in stride. And he works free. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see
I knew that was a bad idea.
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular.
But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational.
That's right, Junior. You got that shit.
Right there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone.
Hey, hurry up.
It'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. To throw is Kaepernick.
Nice toss. I didn't think he was going to get that.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
What?
He's got it out on the left side.
That can't be fucking legal.
To the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, fuck off.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, Kaepernick. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Kaepernick to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Weren't willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again, it's Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He was taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Leonard Fournette.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
No, fucker.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called
Come on, you guys are fucked anyway.
And pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
This complete to Henry over the middle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. We'll get that complete to Reed. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Oh, come on, I'm 5 yards away.
Win for Jacksonville.
No way.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jags, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers...
Well, I didn't get my weekly goal or whatever. I was off by 5 fucking yards. Hit him! Oh, I got a trophy. I am a role player. I don't know what that means yet. I'll find out later, I guess. Oh,
it was
what's
a
going
tough
on?
break for the injured guy, but this was huge for me. The press wanted a quote, which is how things happen like they did.
I kicked ass. I should have went with Lamar. I just wanted to be the field general. That'll help out a little bit more in the stats. Chalk, man.
I smiled for a few last photos and left the podium. Later that day, I checked the headlines and was shocked to see one in particular about my press conference.
Why isn't he wearing socks? Oh, he got traded. Oh shit, I'm sorry, dude. Make Hall of Fame. That's all I have to do now? Where the hell? What the hell? There we go. There we go. Okay. I am going to call it a string. I'm going to go and hit the beater store, come back, and then I'll play a little bit more football. And then I'm going to get off after that, go cook supper, and then Dead by Daylight on Twitch. So, follow me there, Mr. HeedfulJoker, all lowercase. And if not, I be very, very mad at you. I'm just kidding. I don't care. But if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. And if you're not new here, and you're one of my peoples that aren't watching or liking, what the hell is wrong with you? Huh? I'm just kidding. Anyhow, yep, I'm out for now. I'll be back in like half hour. See you. Bye-bye.